Good morning. The next topic is Python tuples. The Python tuple is a collection of order element. It is an immutable. Immutable means cannot be changed. So the list of topic to be discussed in the slides. What is tuple? The characteristics, operators, packing and unpacking nested tuples, and why we use for in the tuples. The Python tuples can have into the unchangeable or the collection of elements or order. It is an unchangeable, it is mutable, cannot be add or modification or deletion or addition cannot be done. Only what we written into the program that will come into the output statement. We cannot modify ever. So that the Python can have into the examples only we can written into the rounded brackets. The characteristics of a Python can have into the two types. One is some mutable data types and another one is the unmutable data types. The mutable data types can have into the list. We have what is the list, what is the characteristics, and how to do in the programming purpose. We know what is the list, set, dictionaries, byteware, and arrays. Immutable data types, it is an integer, floating, boolean, and whatever the data types we have using into the programming. So the characteristics of the tuples of ordered, immutable, allows to duplicate, heterogeneous. So the mutable and immutable data type can have creating a new projects of the data type. The mutable can change, but immutable cannot be changed. It is the static values only. So the mutable operations can have only the deleting operations, slicing operation, packing operation, joining or concatenations or replacing only. Cannot be added in the list. These are all the mutable functions. The tuples can have into the packing pythons. So the packing pythons are using into the indexing values for into the individual items like objects that placed into the single cardboard box. We can given into the pictures. So the box can have into the unopened, so it will be packed or wrapped into the it seems. The packing of the elements can be values changes into the single variable of the Python, which cannot be done automatically when the separate values of a datas. So the packing of the wrapping of the box can in between the whatever the box will be inside. We cannot know either pencil, either place, or either book, either toys, or either pen, either money, or whatever it is. It only the value given into the comma notations. The unpacking of the tuple cannot be given into the commas. So the unpacking tuples can box arrive into the destination, and each items taken out placed in the proper spot. For example, book on the shelf, toys on the box, paper on the pad, pen on the nib or cap, bottle on the bag, laptop on the bag, iPad on the bag, airbots on the bag, case. Likewise, this represents as the individual elements from the tuple to separate the corresponding variables. This is the packing and unpacking of the differentiations. So the nested tuple. We already know what is the nested. Nested is the within a within a. A nested tuple is a tuples that contains the other tuples of an element. This creates a hierarchy often used into the representation of structures. So that we can given into the name of the indexation value or indexed value. The indexed value start from 0 ending from the elements to be we have. The elements we have likewise. So the nested tuple can added into the grid or matrix value into the tuple sets. So we can have into the uh, partially of a zero element, zero of the index and partially of the one of the index can be combined into the tuples. We can add into the two more elements. So the given picture can have, say, Mohan, the empty element of list, then Paul, Kriti and Saran. We have added into the two elements, two peoples in the ordered list, but the tuples cannot have add or cannot add the elements. So we can partially have take into the zeroth index and one index we can add into the remaining two peoples. So why we use into the tuples? Tuples cannot be modified, so it is the constant. So only we used into the tuples. We can have the some set of programming concept. The constant value only need. That time we have call into the tuples. The tuples can have the keys. Since the tuples are hash tables, unlike list, etc. It represents the records like dashboard rows, coordinators, RGPs, matrix, etc. Thank you.